Oh, here we are. We are back. Okay, so Bill's preview, fast preview. I'm your host today, as always, David J. Palermo. Welcome to the Numb Bills Fan Podcast, episode number 236. So, where have I been? I've been on Instagram during the game. I've been on Twitter during the week. And occasionally I do some live videos that do not show back up on Instagram, but they stay up for 24 hours. So if you're looking for any content, hit me up. Facebook live videos will be coming back. Due to market research and some friends getting shadow banned off of YouTube, I will be moving my stuff back to, or continuing to be up on Facebook. And personally, I love Facebook for live videos because it's so fun and easy. So, you know, this season has made a killer turnaround, and I've been looking for the Bills to frankly just do their fucking job. It's really simple. All right, we're brought to you by Punch Drunk Sports Podcast. Check them out, Punch Drunk Sports online at punchdrunksports.com and Punch Drunk Sports everywhere. So I did say online like it's 1994. And another thing I got to say is, most importantly, I guess, is stay warm at these games. And Bills fans, it's really cute that you travel to like the Ravens. You're gonna go, or the Ravens. You're gonna go travel to probably Pittsburgh to see the Steelers. You travel down to Nashville. You travel everywhere, and I understand a lot of Buffalo Bills fans have moved from the area. At the same time, I firmly believe that these people got to show up in the stadium. And I know it sucks. It's cold. It's expensive. I'm with you as I'm sitting in my vehicle right now waiting to go to Home Depot to buy a jacket that has a battery in it because I'm so fucking over it, freezing to death. It's honestly been getting cold to go to games, but I have not been more excited to go to a Bills game in about fucking 4 or 5 years. The last time I was this excited after a Bills win was probably when I flew down to Miami to see the Dolphins with the Rex Ryan year one, Tyrod Taylor, Charles Clay, that nice pass to Clay, Percy Harvin out there, LaShawn McCoy, the defense had all the players still, the cold front defense that was actually really warm and loving and hugging and didn't stop a fucking nosebleed. And meanwhile, fast forward to now, it's the same message. It's been the same message for 5 years since this podcast started. Don't play stupid. Don't overthink. And you got to look at these kids psychologically different than usual. And I'm 35 now. And when this thing started, I was 30. And I've grown up with the internet. Everybody from me and before has grown up with the internet. Players, listen. Your same old shit of shaming these players to get results will not work. The players are smart. And they know how to play the game. They play the simulation video games all the time. They understand being a playmaker. So, the Bills are firing on all cylinders. Why are they firing on all cylinders? I'll tell you fucking why. Because Josh Allen and Brian fucking Dable have figured out something. And if that means Brian Dable growing a mustache, that must be it. If that means him going up in the booth, I believe his first game was against the Dolphins and in Miami, and Daboll's up in the booth, and the Bills plastered the Dolphins. But I'm like, the fucking Dolphins, dude. Like, who cares? You know? But the Dolphins, I think, are a scrappy little team there, as we know with our Fitzmagic. And you know, the Bills, they knocked off the Bengals. They knocked off all these teams really close. It's been like ripe. All right, they knocked these teams off really close. They got to show me something. Show me some kind of freaking pulse. What do? I got my main man, Rodney Schuler, from the Albany area-ish, and his boy came in with his Grateful Dead Bills shirt. Forgot his name. Rich. I think that was his name. Good dude. Good dude. And I thought I smoked a lot of weed. I was just, yeah, okay. You know, I don't even really drink, obviously, if you know this podcast. So, you know, it was a national ass whooping on Thursday Night Football of the Bills grabbing the freaking Cowboys by the neck and scraping them up and down the field. And I told Rodney and his buddy, on our way up to that game, we did a live video per usual every day up to the game, a live video every day before the game, a live video on Instagram. And I said, if the Bills can beat this damn fucking defense of the Broncos, they can put up points on the Broncos defense. Not worried about the defense of the Bills. Not worried about special teams because the other two phases can kind of pick them up a little bit. But just play baseline special teams. All you need is your three teams to play baseline. And that does not mean your defense needs to play outstanding. They need to play good. Well, the team is built for the defense to play, like, to do 75% of the work. So then when the offense does, like, 25% of the work, the game's pretty much handled. Okay, the offense's job is to take the air out of the ball, take the air of time off the game, and I felt like that's what the Bills did against the Dallas Cowboys. They put up points against a good defense against the Broncos. They had a complete game against the Dolphins. They go into, oh wow, Jerry's world, and all I hear about is Jerry Jones crying and players in the locker room fucking crying because the Bills came in and whooped their ass. And it was great. It was great. You know, I have a mic in my hand. I'm not meant to be a sports reporter, okay? But when I'm listening to the fucking sports talk all day long and nobody gives a fuck about the Bills. And what do you know? Now they're going to give a fuck about the Bills because the Bills had like the best rated. They had the most people watching this game than I forgot the stat. We're going to say like forever. Okay, on Thanksgiving. The Bills have come in with ratings. The Bills have now gotten flex to Sunday Night Football against their number one quarterback, Steeler-less Steelers. Okay, and that would be Ben Roethlisberger. He's a piece of shit. He, look into him. Okay, I don't like him as a fucking person. So, Josh Allen, he had his best game. No doubt about it. If you remember me, I'm a fan of Tyrod Taylor. I don't care how the fuck you do it. It's chess. I don't look for the 300 yards. I don't look for the 100 yards rushing. I don't give a fuck. Who's playing chess? Are we winning? If you look at the Bills' stats statistically, you might want to put the Bills on the Cowboys side for points and yards and stuff, and the Cowboys on the Bills side because, frankly, Cowboys, they put up a lot of yards, but the Bills just kept them contained and did not. You can't look at the stats on this game. And I feel like you can't look at the stats on most games. And then, even me, I'm guilty of finding the ones I like. Like, the Bills do really good off of play action. What do you know? They start doing it in Miami. They start doing it. They start crushing. And the Bills had a real good look at themselves. And I'm proud of Sean McDermott. Really proud of Sean McDermott for fucking looking at his team and getting in there and figuring out what needs to get wrong. That means you kick down the door in Dable's office, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Or they just had coffee, like, what the fuck we're doing? And I don't know what they said. But for this team to turn it around in the middle of the season, and the defense, too, to turn around mid-game and make adjustments, that's great. At the same time, I've always believed in Josh Allen since he took Steph on the field. I did not believe that the Bills, when they drafted him, would set him up not for failure. The Bills have got a good quarterbacks coach in there, and I think it's a good time right now to be a Bills fan. I've never been this ecstatic. I don't ever remember the Bills being 9-3 since I can like actually remember giving a fuck. Okay, and when you're a teenager and younger, you're busy doing shit. You know, I don't care if the Bills are 9-3 in like 96 or something, 95, whatever it is. I'm good. This is 2020. 2019 season here, and we're rocking a new year, and I am not about to fucking rock the fuck out to like a cloud of dust football anymore, and I'm so excited for that. Okay, now let's go through some things, man. I already talked about the coaches letting go. If you saw me against the Browns game on Twitter, I said unleash Josh Allen, unleash Josh Allen. Like, what the fuck are you doing? His best weapon is running. Do I hate it? Yeah, it's fucking absolutely stupid when you say you have a franchise quarterback and all you do is run with the motherfucker. Yeah, I understand. But where's Cole Beasley in the Sandlot football action? What do you know? It's here the last 3 games. Hey, believe me, I miss podcasting with you. I've been super fucking busy. And then to set up the stupid thing takes a minute. You know? So I'm here, and I'm excited for you guys. So essentially, the Bills going to Dallas, They go on national TV. They grab them by the fucking turkey gizzard. They sweep them up and down the field. They take it to the chopping block. They cut off the gizzard. They eat the turkey on TV, and everything's all happy. And the Cowboys had the number one offense in the league, and the Bills shut them down. What the fuck you think is going to happen to the Ravens? The whole problem this year has been the Bills' offense. If you don't think the Bills can possibly get to the Super Bowl this year, like a real good chance the Bills get to the Super Bowl, I have to say, I don't want to say I don't know where your head's at. I don't know where the fuck your head's at. The NFL is upside down, okay? You know me. I was almost wishing this team would fucking lose. Pretty much I was earlier in the season because they were so fucking close to losing. I'm like, something's got to change. Something's got to change. They need fucking points. And until they get points, I want to see a change somewhere. We need fucking points. Now, change it up. Figure it out. Look at your team. Singletary gets in there. He tears it up. And so you know, Bills got points. The Bills got more time off the clock. The defense is fresher. And, oh, who do you know shines? They play him more? Shaq fucking Lawson, okay? Shaq Lawson's been finally getting slightly edge of more snaps than Trent Murphy. Resign him now. You heard it here first. All right, me first, me. I've been on the Shaq Lawson fucking train since he came into the league, and people were wondering, and I was wondering too, why Rex Ryan drafted him for a 3-4. When in fact, I thought his rookie year coming in 10 games is almost as productive as he was in a full season, McDermott's first year. So it told me that, pay Shaq, all right? Bills are for real. I'm buying it. Buying it 100%. Bills firing on all cylinders. National ass whooping. Josh Allen's best game. Defense on point. Trenton Star career game. Still not worth the money. Talked about that. Coaches let go. They let Josh Allen fucking play. And consistent offensive personnel, meaning less guys in and out. Really like that. You know, being a hockey player again, it's as in lately last 5 years, it's nice to understand team chemistry, developing it, and you can apply it because when you're just a coach over and over, you're not out there. Sometimes you forget about that stuff. I feel. And other than that, keep making plays. Keep thinking about how you're going to pay Shaq Lawson. Let's get that going. Think about paying Trey White. Let's get that going. Matt Milano, let's go. He's on fire. Best linebacker on the team. Startle Tui, Trent Murphy, career days. Can't complain about him. And like I said before, I'm running down the field with Trent Murphy, 60 yards. I don't get it. Anyways, here we go. Can't wait to see this game. And if you ain't believing in this team right now, I don't know what you're doing. Let's go Bills. This has been Numb Bills Fan Podcast. Subscribe everywhere. I'm your host, David Palermo.